Gandang gabi po sa lahat. I did these three things and I never worry about getting fat anymore. Ito po yung natuklasan ko as a fitness coach and being a nutrition coach as well. I've been teaching with my students for over, let's say, 3 years. And then I see that there are ways that are complicated when it comes to getting healthy at saka getting fit. And there are ways then that are simple. These three things I found out to be the simplest for you if you want to sustain yung body fat percentage mo, or if you don't want to get fat, you don't want to be obese, you don't want to be overweight. These are the three things that I found to be sustainable and simple. Let me know from the comment section below. Where are you tuning from? I like to check yung mga live viewers natin. Long time no see. Again, this is our second live after our long holiday season. And natuklasan ko, marami pala ang nakakasakit lately. Some people would say may mga strain, but it's not just about those strain, it's about the lifestyle that we build. So I'd like to encourage you to just focus on what you can control. Yung mga negativity or those things that are strain or mga some form of viruses, sometimes you cannot control it. What we can control is our response at saka yung lifestyle natin. So that's why we are very passionate about teaching people on how to get fit through low carb lifestyle. Let me know from the comment section below, where are you tuning from, or maybe what's your last meal. Again, we are now officially launching our 14-week challenge. And as you can see dito on my screen, you will see our partners who believe in the mission. So we have here Keto Cocina, Keto Mojo, Sweet Best, Lucas Butter Steaks, Cafe Viva, Perfect Match, and of course, our fitness nutrition partner is Worth the Grind Academy. Hello po sa lahat again. Hello to you, Coach Dandan, watching from Bacolod, of course. Just done working out. Ayun, sana all. Ako actually, mamaya pa, hahabol ako last trip. Leonisa, Bale, long time no see, Ma'am Leonisa. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Also, Teresa Di Pamilo is also watching. Hello, Ma'am Teresa, one of the believers sa low carb natin. Long time believer of low carb fitness kasi she's been working out and following the principles as well. Ma'am Virginia is one of the experts. They say with age comes wisdom. So Ma'am Virginia has it all. Watching from Quezon City. Hello, Coach Nino. Ma'am Virginia, kamusta po kayo? So ito na nga, papakita ko po sa inyo yung ways on how to be sustainable with your health. No? Kasi we see na people are being stressed about getting fat this holiday season. Some people are just focusing on their weight sa weighing scale, and they forgot it's a journey and it's about listening to your body. I have a student na nag-gain siya ng around 3 kilograms after the Christmas, New Year, holiday season. So medyo na-shock siya after niya check sa body weight scale niya after 2 weeks of vacation. Nagulat siya. 3 kilograms yung na-gain niya. And parang na-demotivate siya, na-frustrate siya. And I told her, it's normal, especially kapag nag-indulge ka sa carbs. Kasi yung carbs is very good at retaining water. You would notice it every time you eat carbs, nagsa-spike yung weight mo because of not just nag-spike din yung calories mo kasi nagpapagana yung carbs, but other than that is yung water retention. Ang galing po ng carbs magpa-retain ng water. So sometimes yung nag-spike ng body weight mo is just water weight, and notice if you get back on track, the earlier the better, you would see at saka you will notice na you will lose yung na-gain mo na weight during holiday season. So don't focus on the what just happened. You cannot control it anymore. What you can control is moving forward. Tama po ba? And I think ang live viewers natin can agree with that. Hello, good evening to you, Coach B. Isa sa mga amazing coaches natin sa Worth the Gun Academy. Azile Solastre is watching from Kuwait. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Kamusta yung mga amazing Filipino workers natin dyan, no? Mga unsung heroes sa abroad. Ed Howe is also watching from Tagum City, and Annabelle Baladad Onate is watching from Quezon Province, at saka si Tita Carolina is watching. I'm sure nasa Dubai pa yan with her beshi. There you go. Now, before I continue with the greetings, no, these are the things that the things that I would share to you are the things that I use myself, and these are the three things that I used to teach with my students, sa mga kino-coach ko with their goal. Now, getting fat is a problem kasi studies would tell us the increase of body fat is correlated with mortality rate. So if you want to live long and to live with quality, you want to lower down yung body fat percentage mo into a normal level. That's why regardless of your goal, skinny ka man, underweight ka man, or obese, we have to agree na fat is not our friend. We have to get rid of that. Tama po ba? So number one is this. Protein first. I found this to be very practical when you go for dine outs, when you go for buffet, when you go for your meals. Kapag protein yung una, you can feel fuller for longer, yes, but actually yung katawan mo, once you hit protein first, yung cravings niya after an hour or two or three, stable. Compare that to high carb, ultra processed carbohydrates. You would feel that. Alam mo ba, last 2 months nag-experience ako. Meron kasing white bread dito sa bahay namin. So, in-experience ko, yung first meal ko, tinry ko lang, loaf bread. White, yung usual na loaf bread. So, tinry ko lang. 2 slices. Tapos, tinagyan ko ng low carb na palaman. Can you imagine that? Low carb ng palaman, pero yung tinapay, of course, obviously, is not low carb. So, tinry ko, 2 pieces. Alam niyo ba nangyari? After an hour, nag-crash yung insulin. Grabe yung cravings ko. Nanghina talaga ako at saka naghanap talaga ako ng pagkain. That's the thing about indulging with high carbs. Yung cravings mo would spike after. That's a difference between prioritizing protein. So, when you go for grocery, ang unahin mo yung lean meat, no? Kapag sa ah, kapag sa chicken, of course, chicken breast. Kapag sa pork, pork tenderloin. If you go for beef, although mostly yung beef is high in fat, no, you would see na there are variety of beef na 90% lean. Na kapag hindi mo ma-check talaga yung percentage ng lean at saka fat percentage ng ground beef, what you can do is to strain yung ground beef. In fact, yung dinner namin is ground beef. So, ginawa namin, 'di ba, may non-sticky pan. Tama. So, nilagay ko diyan yung beef, no? And speaking of which, napakita ko lang yung ulam ko, no? Ground beef 'yan, o 'yan. Walang mantika 'yan, but actually stinain ko yung mantika. So, 'di ba ginamitan ko siya ng non-sticky pan. Tapos tinakpan ko siya. You would see magmo-moist, lalabas yung oil, after which, strain mo siya. Then puwede mo siya ibalik and then you can add your seasoning. Sa ground beef ko nilagyan ko siya ng seasoning, nilagyan ko ng bawang, sibuyas, kamatis, at saka konting low carb seasoning via perfect match yung chili garlic natin na coco aminos ata. So, perfect combo lang. Protein first. And also, if you prioritize protein, you can make sure na yung muscle mo is not compromised. And speaking of my seasoning kanina, nilagyan ko siya ng perfect match seasoning dito. So this one, yung ingredients niya, coconut sap, sea salt, herbs, at saka spices. Classic yung flavor dito, but actually yung ginamit ko kanina is yung chili mansi. Now, kapag ayaw mo ng chicken, that's okay. You can go for pork tenderloin. Kapag ayaw mo naman ng pork tenderloin, you can go for beef. If ayaw mo nun, you can go for fish. If ayaw mo naman nun, you can go for eggs. Maraming option for protein. And actually, if your problem is cholesterol level, of course, you have to check that. Yung ratio ng triglyceride mo sa LDL mo. And very important then to check medical advice. But usually, it's a hot topic kasi iba-iba yung opinion. But of course, if you are in low carb community long enough, you'd see na it's normal yung cholesterol levels mo would spike. But of course, you have to ask medical advice para specific din yung recommendations sa inyo. Kasi if you listen lang sa mainstream medication, of course, automatic, meron kang medication maintenance after. So you have to inform and be equipped with the right information para wag ka po maunahan ng kaba. Kasi I have student, no, of course I won't name my students, no, for privacy purposes. Pero meron akong student na nag-spike yung cholesterol level niya. And of course, we agreed na it's normal kasi she believes in the low carb community and the principles sa low carb. And hindi siya nakabahan. Nakabahan siya dun sa mainstream doctor niya. Kasi yun, dun din siya nagpapa-consult and ayaw niya na pagalitan siya ng doctor niya. So, good thing lang, she's very equipped with the right information. She equipped herself with the right information. So, hindi siya kinabahan dun na nag-spike yung cholesterol level niya. Yun nga lang, dun sa medyo hindi open na medical doctor dun sa low carb approach. So, I leave that to you. You have to know what works best for your body kasi at the end of the day, that's your body. You have to take responsibility of your health. So, coaches, yung doctors mo, yung mga people around you, of course, can help you. Yes, can give recommendations. But at the end of the day, we have to take responsibility of our own health. Protein first. Again, we're talking about things that I did. And after I did these things, I never worry about getting fat anymore. Alam niyo ba, when I go for trips, no, may that be abroad or here in home, no, I don't worry about getting fat. Even though maraming kainan sa labas, maraming danouts. Obviously, if you go for vacation, maraming lakaran, yes, pero maraming kainan. Mas maraming yung kainan, especially with friends and family. So, hindi mo talaga maiwasan na mapapakain ka. Tama, di ba? Pero what I did is I go for protein first. Kapag hindi ka maubusan ng protein sa restaurants, hindi ka maubusan ng protein sa mga fast food chains. So if you know yung sources ng protein mo, you're good to go. That's number one, protein first. Pangalawa, alam niyo ba isa sa mga nakatulong sa akin personally, no, not to get fat, no, is this very wise, free, flexible approach on activity, especially after I eat. Walking, standing after meals. Naalala ko when I was young, sabi ng lola ko, huwag kang lumakad after mong kumain kasi baka appendicitis ka. Yung tawag sa amin. I'm not sure if yun yung tawag sa inyo. Pero dapat daw umupo ka lang after mong kumain. So, yun yung isang misconception about our eating habits at saka yung walking after meals. But actually, it has no scientific basis. But what I would say is this. One of the quickest ways to get fat is to sleep or to sit down after you eat. Our body is meant to digest yung meals natin, of course, through the help of gravity. It has to go down naturally. But if humiga ka, no, of course, yung position ng katawan mo will affect your organs, your digestive tracts, your gut health, no? It will be affected. So your natural process of digestion will be disrupted. No wonder why those people who have problem with indigestion or acid reflux or GERD, no, one of the worst ways you can do to your body or to trigger those things is to lie down after you eat. Huwag po. Huwag po kayong humiga after you eat. Fact, you have to move around. I'm not saying you jump or you run after your meals. Just walk. Walking pacing, kalma. So, meron ako ditong parang mini table. Nilagay ko dito sa main table ko. Tapos dun ako nag-work after my first meal. Kasi I finished my first meal around 1 p.m. So, nilalagyan ko dito ng table para I'm working and standing after my meal. So, very brilliant approach. Also for others naman, if you are having a challenge with walking after meals, especially nasa office ka, baba ka lang. Dun kapag nasa second floor ka or third floor ka, paalam ka lang. Bibili ka lang ng something dun sa Tiangge. Okay, if tanong yung coworker mo. So, baba ka lang doon sa stairs, no? Don't need to use elevator. That's one way for us to be active and to increase blood flow. Tapos baba, tapos yeah, akyat. You're good to go. Again, walking is free. It's beneficial for your own health. And not only that, no? Once you deal with stress levels, yung stress, di ba? Basically, you can deal with your body fat percentage. What do you mean by that? One of the most consistent and persistent causes of obesity at saka overweight based on what I've seen with my students is tantaran, stress. Alam mo ba kapag stress ang isang tao, tataas yung hunger hormone niya, tataas yung cortisol level niya. And once tataas yan, sometimes it's not just a battle about being disciplined or having a strong willpower. And sometimes, no, you would feel wala ka talagang kalaban-laban no sa body response, sa natural hormone response mo. That's why you have to deal with the root of the problem. So stress is one of the best ways and quickest ways to get fat. So, paano mo malalabanan yung stress? There are many, many ways. But what I see as the most effective and practical is walking. Kasi kapag walking, diba, chill lang, you are having a pause from your work, are having a pause from your problems. You walk around and just do nothing, think of nothing, just let your mind go free, tapos tingnan mo yung ibon sa himpapawid, or maybe you look at the trees. You have to set this uninterrupted time for yourself to go and walk. I suggest do it outside. We are made to be close to the nature as much as possible. That's why we feel relaxed, no? Diba when you are surrounded by trees, by falls, by ocean, no? Nature, diba usually nakaka-relax siya. And when I ask you ano yung picture that comes first into your mind when you think of peace, usually beach, usually falls, usually yung mga mountainous area, 'di ba? Because we are made to be close to the nature. So, walk around outside. Now, of course, kapag sobrang init, it's not good. You can apply SPF 50 plus no for your skin no to protect yourself from sunlight. By the way, that's a another tip no. One of the ways to delay yung aging is to apply sunblock no. So very important to have it every day even though you're not exposing yourself to sunlight. Now going back then sa walking outside, if you can do it earlier the better no. You can do it less earlier than 7 a.m. much better kasi kapag after 7 a.m. dito sa Philippines, medyo masakit na yung araw. No? Of course, other countries, iba naman yung setup niya. You have to check din yung tolerance mo. But again, yung sunblock can help you, but very important you go outside. Now, kapag gabi, kapag safe naman, no? Kapag you're living sa Forbes, Makati, or sa, ano pa ba yung mga mansion dyan, mga Ayala, Triangle. Ang sarap maglakad dyan, di ba? So, you go around, maximize mo yung ganung space. But of course, in other places, hindi safe lumakad sa gabi. So, you have to check yung safety first, no? Of course, in the afternoon naman, that's a good way then to relax. Mga around 4 to 5 p.m. I find it very relaxing. Dito sa Philippines naman na set up kanina, na nakita ko yung weather, medyo tolerable naman yung heat at 4 to 5 p.m. Now, again, you have to use discernment to go and walk outside. No? Go for the very tolerable na temperature. And then, again, make it a habit. Make it a habit na you don't feel okay if you don't walk or stand after your meals. No? And you will not feel okay if you sit down after your meals. No? It should be automatic. And it should be the same feeling na kapag hindi ka ng toothbrush. Di ba, anong feeling kapag hindi ka ng toothbrush? Di ba, ang sagwa. Parang ew yung feeling. Dapat gano'n din yung feeling natin kapag hindi tayo nag-workout, if hindi tayo nag-walking after meals. Tama? So I suggest this to you, make it a habit, make it as your daily, no, daily activity. Walking, standing after meals. That's number two. Before I move sa last one, hello to you, Leonisa Ebale, watching from Quezon City. Hello as well, ma'am. Doc Lisa Japti is one of my dedicated students. She lost 30 plus pounds in the program. Hello po, Doc Lisa. Kamusta po yung workout natin? Irene Perez is also watching. Good evening to you, ma'am. Watching from Pampanga, si Juliet Balgos Balahadya. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Watching from Hong Kong, si Ben Husay. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? No? Kamusta yung mga unsung modern heroes natin dyan sa Hong Kong? Nancy Hilario Aison is also watching. Sabina, one of my dedicated student sa program, Gaining Muscle Face, si Ma'am Sab. Kamusta po kayo, Ma'am Pia? Tulio Buena is also watching. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? We also have here Vivienne Milanes. Kamusta kayo, ma'am? Lozonica Escarten. Wow, napaka-sweet ng profile picture niyo, ma'am. Yeah, with your amazing, I assume, your wonderful kids. Jane Yu is also watching. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? JM Villaruel Karen is also watching. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Yes. Nakakatakot pag tumaas ang cholesterol kasi ang bipo mo sunod doon. Pwede ba laman ng ang kanin? Pwede ba fish na lang ang protein? Tapos yung egg nakakatakot din eh. Now, Ma'am Mirna, your worry is legit. But very important then to check ano po kataas yung cholesterol. Is it LDL? Is it HDL? So, you have to check po yung ratio ng triglycerides sa LDL nyo. Now, kapag kulang yung meat nyo, especially yung protein no, from meat, you have to check up. Kasi if you don't prioritize protein, most likely what you will experience is you will lose muscle along the way. That's why very important po, ma'am, may not to check ano po yung levels ng cholesterol mo at saka saan nanggagaling yung takot mo. So baka pwede naman siya masolusyonan, and if there's a way no to prioritize protein without compromising your muscle mass, much better. Alvin Federico is also watching. Yes po, meat at saka eggs yung sa akin lagi. Dito ako hiyang. Yes. Hi, Coach Julia. Yes. Irene Perez is also watching. Kamusta si Ma'am Andrea Pangan is also watching. Kamusta kayo, ma'am? No? Check natin dito yung other questions. I like to go back to that. No? But move muna tayo sa number 3. Workout at least thrice a week. At least thrice a week. Yung workout, I cannot emphasize this further. But very important that our goal is not just to lose fat. Our goal is to lose fat and gain muscle. Kasi kapag nag-lose ka ng fat, hindi po sustainable yan. Kapag obese ka, overweight, nag-lose ka ng fat, you would feel na yung katawan mo is flabby, wala siyang strong at saka active na metabolism, meaning to say, konting kain mo lang, mag-increase yung weight mo. The reason why we highly recommend workout is for you to gain muscles. Kapag nag-gain ka ng muscle, what will happen is yung katawan mo is very active. It's like an engine. Even though you're not moving around, yung katawan mo continues to burn calories. I have a story to tell. So, meron akong close na relative na pumunta dito sa Manila. Tapos, overweight siya. Let's say yung weight niya is around 70 kilograms at 5'2". Malaki siya. Malaking tao siya. At in fact, yung tiyan niya malaki. No? So, pero ito yung na-notice niya. Yung kain ko sobrang dami. Pero yung kain niya sobrang konti. Pero siya nagigain ng weight, ako hindi nagigain ng weight. Yun yung tanong niya. So, of course, I explained to her na it's not just about what you eat. Very important because what you eat shapes your body. 90% I believe is dependent on what you eat. Yung structure ng katawan mo depends on what you eat. Almost 90%. Pero Yung game changer is yung muscle mass mo. Kasi again, yung muscle is a very active organ. It continues to burn calories even though you're not moving around. So, yung katawan ko, even though maraming pinapa-insert ko na pagkain, nakaka-burn siya still ng calories. More than those dun sa kilala ko na overweight. So, yung kaibahan niya. So, that's my encouragement to you. I'm not saying you go for indulgence. I'm not saying you go for dine outs at saka only sangyup every day. What I'm saying is it's more practical and it's wiser to have muscles kasi aminin na natin. May mga dine outs talaga. May mga days talaga you won't be following the plan. There will be days that you won't be consistent. And even me as a coach, I accept there will be days na hindi ako consistent sa plan. And that's totally okay. What you need to do is to get back on track as much as possible. And what you need to do is to commit to the long game. Hindi po to pang madalian. Hindi po to na na-achieve mo yung goal mo, stop ka na agad. It's a lifestyle. That's why it's called lifestyle. It's a way of living. It's a way of living regardless nasa abroad ka, nasa Pilipinas ka, or maybe nasa holiday season ka. May mga disruption siya. Yes, may mga changes. Yes, may mga bisita ka pupunta. Yes, magbabago yan. But yet back on track and commit to the long game. That's the name of the game. Lifestyle means commit to the long game. As long as you live, you have to do it. No? It takes years for your body to obtain diseases. Tama? You won't get diabetes, hypertension, and even cancer overnight. It takes years. Tama? The same thing with good health. It takes, I would say, years. But once you commit to those years, it will yield fruits. No? So yun yung muscle. No? It will reward you with a bit of leeway, a bit of being an active machine sa katawan mo. And by having that, of course, you won't think much about gaining fat because your muscle has helped you become active. No? Pang-apat, I like to add, no, I know na tatlo lang dapat yung sa topic natin, pero sobra natin ng konti. Very important then that you have electrolytes. Now, low carb and fasting, I believe as a coach, is one of the best ways to lose fat. Kasi again, when you apply the low carb and fasting lifestyle the right way, you will feel fuller for longer. You will eat less. Less yung frequency of meals mo. Usually when you go for LCIF, you go for 2 meals or 1 meal. For those who go for gaining muscle face, they go for 3 meals. But regardless, there will be days yung electrolytes mo imbalance. Bababa yung electrolytes mo. Kapag mangyari yun, yung cravings mo tataas. Yung energy mo mababa. That's why you have to replenish your electrolytes through homemade ingredients. Now, kanina, na-feel ko na medyo yung throat ko parang naging makati siya. No? Naging makati yung throat ko. Ang ginawa ko, kumuha ako, si wife, si Coach Sala, kumuha siya ng luya. So, kinat niya tapos ininit niya. No? Tapos nag-coaching siya. Ako nagtapos, no? Nilagay ko sa cup, tapos nilagyan ko ng sodium. Kasi na-feel ko, aside from na nangati yung throat ko, parang nagutom ako. Nilagyan ko ng sodium. Ayun. Hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Kasi nawala, in fairness, yung kate sa lalamunan ko. But not just that. Naging okay yung cravings ko. So hindi ako kumain ng hindi sa oras because of electrolytes. See, this one is the key. I remember when I had no knowledge about low carb at saka electrolytes. I remember nung mga time nagsisimula ako mag-lose ng fat, no. May mga times na nagugutom ako, yung unang pumapasok sa isip ko is kumain ng chips, junk food, no. Because actually I associated my need for sodium for chips. 'Di ba? Generally speaking, yung chips, yung junk foods, may sodium yan. So yung salty taste niya, no, na sodium na pala yung kailangan ko, na-associate ko siya sa chips. Yun yung mali. And we have to teach our children, your children, to what you need is not chips. What you crave is sodium. So kapag na-fulfill yung sodium needs mo, you don't need to combat cravings anymore. You have to trick your brain. You have to fill in what your body needs, and you won't spend time resisting or suppressing your cravings. Pang-apat yan. Panglima, bonus po to. Now, case-to-case basis, but this works for me. Ang tea at saka coffee during fasting time works for me to sustain my work, no? At saka be active for my workouts. Now, there are people who are sensitive sa caffeine. You have to check that. So, I won't recommend you taking coffee, and you have to check yung levels ng caffeine, no? As for me, I drink my first cup of coffee, actually one cup, no, sa morning, an hour or two after I wake up. You don't drink coffee right after you wake up. No, it's not a recommended intake. You have to maximize mo yung first hour without depending on caffeine. Then after an hour or two, that's where you can have your coffee. Tapos I can maximize my work kasi most of my work is mental. So I need that kind of boost. No? Tea can help me with my sleep naman. So tea has caffeine. In fact, meron siyang less caffeine. Pero kapag yung katawan mo, you know how your body works. You can use this to relax your mind, to relax your body. So tea nagpapakalma. Tama? So I drink this 2 hours before I sleep. Now, there are days as well that I don't drink tea. What I do is I drink dark chocolate. No? Yun may magnesium yun. Nag tumutulong yun for you to have quality sleep then. So, again, tea and coffee, timing, yung very important dito. And you have to know your tolerance to caffeine. So, very important, this three things, no? Actually, five na that I prioritize for you to not to worry about getting fat anymore. Protein first, walking, standing after meals, work out at least 3 times a week, electrolytes, at saka, of course, tea and coffee. Timing is the key. Again, this episode is powered by our partners, Kito Kusina, Kito Mojo, Sweet Best, Lucas, Butter Steaks, Cafe Viva, at saka Perfect Match. Okay na po ba, Coach, ang walnuts or almonds? Now, kapag nasa losing fat stage ka, this is not recommended. Mataas yan sa calories. Although low carb siya, this can contribute to, uh, additional calories, and you don't want to deal with that if you're losing fat phase. Now, if you're into gaining muscle phase, okay po yung walnuts at saka almonds. In fact, almonds I'd recommend to you kasi mataas siya sa protein as compared to other nuts. Go for almonds, no? This one can help you with your muscle gains. No? Juanita Lee Lim Kangko. God bless you. God bless you too, Ma'am Juanita. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Ang ganda ng smile niyo sa profile picture niyo. Hello to you. Magandang gabi po, Mina De La Cruz. How to prepare electrolyte drinks at need po ba inumin on a daily basis? Nag-gym po ako at 3 times a week yung Zumba, and once or twice a week po. Maraming salamat po. Now, for the ingredients mo sa electrolyte drinks, we have homemade electrolyte drinks. What you need to prepare is yung cream of tartar mo, that's your potassium. Yung Epsom salt is your magnesium. At saka sea salt. You should be adding sea salt sa homemade electrolyte mo. You can add baking soda. No, that one is sodium as well. Yung formula niya is, of course, you have to prepare your 1 liter water. Combine mo siya sa 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, at saka we have here as well 1/8 teaspoon ng Epsom salt. This one is your homemade electrolyte drink. And again, yung you have to check yung activity levels mo kasi other people No, I have students na I would recommend to take 1.5 liter kasi super active sila. Aside from their workout, very active sila sa work. So that one, generally speaking, 1 liter is good for the rest of us. Hello to you, watching from Leyte, Christian Salazar. Good evening to you, Alvin Federico. Yes, hello pala sa mga hindi pa aware ng transformation challenge natin. I like to share this to you that ongoing yung registration natin this week for our transformation challenge. This is 14-week challenge, and if you want to reserve your slot, good news for you, we are accepting up until this week. Prioritize mong slot mo, send me a message sa page ko, Coach Nino, so I can send details to you. Again, these are our partners for our transformation challenge. These are the people who believe in our mission that you have to transform your health, no? By the way, yung mga products, yung mga brands ito sa ilalim, these are low carb brands. So, supportalan po natin sila. Watching from Canada, si Alicia Gomez. And speaking of 14-week challenge, she is a participant na 14-week challenge natin. Ma'am Alicia, we'll have our orientation real soon. So, stay tuned lang. Good morning from Canada, si Ma'am Alicia. Coach, okay lang po ba yung 3-in-1 coffee? Well, sa low carb lifestyle, no. Kasi generally, yung 3-in-1 is around 70%, 60 to 70% sugar. So what you need is not sugar. What you need is caffeine. That's why we're drinking coffee. So it's okay to go for brewed black coffee. That's the safest drink option we have for coffee. Tama po ba? Okay. Thanks, Coach, and God bless always, sabi dito ni Glenze Gio Rafia. There you go. And speaking of kape pala, sino nag-ask doon ng kape? Si Ferdinand. Yes. Try mo yung Cafe Viva. Cafe Viva is sugar-free. And if you have concerns with diabetes, and if you want to pursue yung keto lifestyle, Cafe Viva is our option for that. Sir Mario is also watching, our modern senior citizen. Hello to you as well, watching from Batangas. Sir Erlinda Montejo Diaz. There you go. Again, I hope this live conversation we had helped you. And if you find that this one is very beneficial, tag your relatives especially. Let them know that it's possible to lose fat, gain muscle without being boring, without being deprived, without suppressing yourself. There are practical ways to do that. So I'd like to encourage you to tag or share this video so that we can better spread the message that it's never too late for you to gain muscle. Hello to you, Tita Pressy, watching. Yes po, nasa akin pasik-pasik araw ko. Nasa Dubai. How I wish maka-visit ako dyan soon. Yes, there you go. Again, God bless po sa lahat. Again, let's have this hope. Regardless of your situation right now, anong level man ng disease meron ka, I believe you will be healed. You will be healed. Believe on that. Let's have hope. And hope is our anchor so that we can move forward in this life. God bless po sa lahat and see you sa next live natin. Sa Tuesday, we have amazing events coming soon and we'd like to see you not just online but in person in our coming events. God bless you and enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye.